In this video, I'm going to reveal the 3 easiest ways to make $15,000 a month before 2024. Does it sound too good to be true? Not only am I going to show you that it's actually possible, but I am also going to give you a step-by-step process to follow for each of these methods. That way, you can get straight to it and start making some cash today. Now I have to warn you because those 3 methods can actually earn you a lot more than just $15,000. And in fact, I personally plan on generating millions of dollars with the same strategies I'm about to share with you. But keep in mind that with any of these money-making opportunities, the more time, effort, and money you can allocate to them, the faster and the better your results will be. The first method to generate $15,000 before 2024 is to start your own consulting business. When you hear of the word consulting, you might be picturing Harvard graduates wearing suits, working for big fancy corporations, advising other businesses on management or marketing. In reality, a consultant is simply somebody providing a valuable solution to a problem that a business or an individual is facing. That's literally it. To give you an example, a consultant can be someone providing lead generation services to e-commerce brands in the fitness niche. But a consultant can also be a personal trainer coaching busy executives on how to lose weight and how to get in shape. Now, how much can you actually earn with your consulting business? Since you are providing a lot of value to your customers, the good news is that you can charge high ticket prices. This can range anywhere from $1,500 all the way up to $10,000 per deal, depending on the way that your offer is structured. But not only that, this can be a monthly recurring fee. For instance, you could sign a client and provide them with lead generation services for a minimum of 3 months at, let's say, $3,000 a month. This means that with only 5 new customers a month, you would already be making $15,000 a month. The best part with this business model is that technically speaking, you can get started with $0 because unlike a gym, let's say, you would need to come up with hundreds of thousands of dollars to acquire all the equipment and to pay for rent, to hire staff workers, to hire personal trainers. And since everything is done online, remote, you can sign customers from all over the world. Unlike a gym or a restaurant, a hair salon, you are not only limited to your local area. Now compare this with other businesses like dropshipping or even Amazon FBA, where you would need to convince hundreds, if not thousands of new people to buy from you every month. That is, in order to have a nice monthly income. So I'm sure that you can see that the consulting business model is a golden opportunity for anyone wanting to get started. Now some people ask me, but what if I don't have any technical skills? What if I don't know how to do lead generation, for instance? Let me ask you a question. Do you seriously think that Jeff Bezos is a talented writer? No. And even if he were, why would you care? The reason why I'm pointing this out is because when Jeff Bezos founded Amazon.com, he was simply selling books on the internet. He was not the writer, he was the seller. Now let me ask you yet another question. Does Booking.com own any hotels? No. They simply make a lot of money by allowing people looking for a place to stay to rent nice places for a very fair price. Does Uber own any cars? No. They simply connect travelers with drivers and they keep a part of the profit. You've got to understand that if you truly want to make 6 or even 7 figures a year, you need to start thinking like a CEO, not like a regular employee. Naturally, this means that you need to leverage the skills and also the time of other people to build your own empire. That is why you can simply hire contractors, freelancers who will deliver the work for your clients on time. And the best part about it is that they can do the work much better than you could, leading to a higher client satisfaction, which will allow you to either get more clients or raise your prices. Everybody wins in the end. And all that time that you don't have to spend in the trenches doing the work for your customers, you can instead allocate that time to, let's say, client acquisition. And the good news is that you will only have to spend money after you have been paid by the client. So you never risk hiring people for no reason and wasting a bunch of money. So you don't have to spend any money before you start to make any money. Now, if you want to discover more about the consulting business model, I've recorded a free video in which I'm going to explain everything, and you will get access for free to the 3-step process that you can use to start your own consulting business today and get your first customers as quickly as possible. The link is in the description below. Now, the other money-making method is to start faceless YouTube channels. A lot of people, especially from the older generation, mistakenly think that YouTube is only a social media like, let's say, TikTok or Instagram for young people to go watch things to entertain themselves. But YouTube is much more than that. Truth is, a few clever people have understood the immense business opportunity that YouTube represents. I'm personally leveraging YouTube to build my own empire as we speak. The truth is that YouTube, alongside with TikTok, is the hottest social media platform of our time. But more than that, it's also a search engine. This means that potential buyers can stumble upon your videos when typing keywords or phrases in the Google search bar. Now, when you think of YouTube, you think of guys like me recording facecam videos, right? You think of big YouTubers like, let's say, PewDiePie, MrBeast. But let's face it, not everyone is made to become a public figure. Plenty of people are shy and they don't want to have to deal with building a brand around their own persona. If you are in this situation, luckily for you, you can still build an empire on YouTube without having to give up your anonymity. Think about all the cooking channels who don't show their faces, all the review unboxing channels, the compilation channels that you see on your homepage. No one knows who the owner of the channel is. And quite frankly, people don't care. They just consume the content, they like it, they come back to watch it, and that's it. So you can make videos on those topics without having to show your face, and then you can monetize your videos and earn money through Google AdSense. It's the main way that people use to make a nice income with YouTube. Now, how does it work exactly? There are two metrics that you need to understand. The first is CPM and the other is RPM. CPM means the cost per mile. It's how much money advertisers are willing to pay per 1,000 views, because this is exactly how YouTube makes money. The more people are on the platform, the longer they stay on YouTube, the more videos they consume, the more ads they will be exposed to, meaning YouTube is going to make a lot more money. But then there is RPM. It means revenue per mile. It's how much the creator, so you in this case, get to keep in your pocket. Because with AdSense revenue, YouTube is going to split it between themselves and between you. YouTube will keep 45% of the ad revenue generated by a creator's videos and give you the remaining 55%. So when you see the CPM in your analytics, it's how much you have generated per 1,000 views with your videos, and the RPM is how much you get to keep. Now, depending on which topics you make videos about, your CPM is going to be higher or lower. To give you an example, if you make vlogs, the CPM is going to be lower, but if you make videos on, let's say, dropshipping, finance, you will have one of the highest CPMs. Now, that isn't to say that you need to make videos about finance or you can't succeed with a vlog channel, because more people watch vlogs as opposed to watching, let's say, videos on dropshipping or how to start a business. Not to mention that it's one of the most competitive industries on YouTube. So do not limit yourself to only making videos on topics which have a high CPM. Now, what's amazing with YouTube automation is that you can delegate every step of the process. You can hire freelancers to write the script, to make the thumbnail, to edit the video, which is a very time-consuming process, and all the way to literally uploading the video on YouTube. You can have multiple channels running at the same time, bringing in nice paychecks for you every month. Now, if you want to make more money, you can also sell merch, coaching, services, products, whether they be physical or digital, like an ebook or an online course. Now, of course, each business model has its cons. The big downside of YouTube automation or having faceless YouTube channels is that to become successful on YouTube, it usually takes a lot of time, even when you have good or even great content. You will need to be patient. You might not see immediate results after publishing a couple videos, but the upside is that in the long term, if you stay consistent, you keep making better videos on topics that people actually are interested in, you're pretty much guaranteed to become successful. But keep in mind that most YouTube channels will never even reach the 1,000 subscriber mark. And if you're wondering what it looks like to be in the top 1% on YouTube, if you have 95,000 subscribers, you are in the top 1%. This means that most YouTube channels will never even get 95,000 subscribers. Now, the third way to make money online is to sell your own online courses. The pros of this business is that it can scale easily. You have high profit margins, because when you create your course, then you can sell it to 1 million people, 10 million people, technically speaking. There is no limit. The only real thing which is going to limit your ability to make more money is the size of your market. If you sell a course on, let's say, how to have a nice garden for busy moms who love gardening, I'm sure that you can see that you'll be able to reach a lot less people than if you made a course on how to lose weight, because more people in the world are interested in learning to lose weight as opposed to having a nice garden. So you need to take that into consideration when deciding on which topic you are going to make your online course. That business can also scale easily, because to reach more customers, you simply need to get more traffic. You don't need to manufacture more items. You'll never have to worry about shipping problems, for instance, out of stock items, raw materials getting more expensive, unlike you would if you were to sell physical products. Now, if you really want to make this business as passive as possible, you need to build an online course on a topic which is evergreen. To give you an example, if you were to make an online course on some very techy stuff, let's say you show people how to use a software. Each time that software gets an update, which can be very frequently, you'll need to update your course. On the opposite, if you were to make a course on fitness, on weight loss, on meditation, on learning a martial art, cooking, all of those topics are evergreen. To give you an example, in a year from now, the way that you cook a pasta dish, it's going to be the same thing. Now, of course, this business model would be too good to be true if it didn't have any downsides. Truth is, it's hard to market an online course. You'll either need to run paid ads or to have a big audience of hundreds of thousands of followers or millions of followers if you plan on making 6 to 7 figures with your online course. Understand that for this type of product, the competition is fierce and conversion rates are low. Typically, you can expect to get 0.5 to 2% conversion rate. Now, the worst part about this business is that you can waste months of your time building a course that no one buys. You have really no way of knowing in advance if people are interested in what you have to offer. The way around that would be to offer people the possibility to pre-order your online course in advance. So if you see, let's say, 1,000 people have pre-ordered your course, then you know, okay, I can build my online course. But if you see that it's been 3 months, no one has bought your course, maybe it's not the right thing you should be focusing on. Now, the best way to figure out whether there is a demand for the product that you are selling or not is to see whether you have some competitors in the same industry being able to sell products, so in this case online courses, on the same topic, and they're able to make a lot of money with it. Chances are, if you see them running ads or they keep publishing content, it means it's profitable, because they wouldn't put all that time, all that effort, all those resources into ads or content creation if it wasn't profitable for them. Now, if you want to discover what is the best online business to start, I've recorded a free video in which I'm going to analyze every popular online business model. Together, we'll take a look at the pros, at the cons, and I am also going to share with you for completely free the 3-step process you can use to start your own business literally today and get your first customers as quickly as possible. At the end of the day, we don't want to waste any time. 2024 is in only a couple months, so if you really want to change your life, you'll start taking action now. The link is in the description below.